yourself on the floor. When the man with the power and the dollar says you ain't worth a cent, and your wings won't fly and your words won't flow. You can't force a smile and they won't leave you alone. I see the light in you, let it shine again. 'Cause you were born for the fire, raised by the storm, braver together, loud and fun. Heart full of country, soul full of grit. We don't run, we rise, and we don't quit. Oh, we don't run, we rise, and we don't quit. I know a woman with a lion's heart and a pretty blue dress with a shopping cart. Head full of dreams, gonna change the world. Got a body of work they say won't sell, and a way with words that she won't tell. I see the light in you, let it shine again. 'Cause you were born for the fire, raised by the storm, braver together, loud and fun. Heart full of country, soul full of grit. We don't run, we rise, and we don't quit. Oh, we don't run, we rise, and we don't quit. We don't. Welcome to Out of Pocket Live with Allie and Michelle. I don't know. I don't know what's happening today. How are you, Allie?
That's a loaded question.
Oh, it's a loaded question and a loaded weapon. How are you guys doing today? Thank you for joining us. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on all social media. We've got a ton to talk about today, including President Trump over in Turkey having to make a quick change in order to avoid an Iranian threat. Guys, that's our commander in chief. We'll talk about it. Also, no more sex changes on your dime as a taxpayer.
Thank goodness.
And more of Fauci's lies.
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
you know, yep, we're going to talk about more of it. That is sure to get your blood boiling. So make sure if you didn't warm up your coffee already, make sure you do. And then lock it down and stay here as we get ready to open that mic.
And get out of pocket.
Two queens, no filter, say what they feel. Allie and Michelle keep it way too real. Politics, family, yeah, we go there. If it's out of line, we don't care. It's out of pocket. It's out of pocket.
Are you out of pocket?
I mean, we're out of pocket, but over the target.
Mm,
Like that.
that part.
And you know, the type of.
out of pocket and over the target.
Did you just say?
I did. I just said.
We are sitting less than 3 feet from each other, which is not social distancing. And she sends the greatest text ever. Listen, get you a bestie and a sis like Allie. You can't have mine. You have to find your own. But
Yeah, I'm not taking applications.
oh my God.
I don't like people.
Oh gosh, guys, we are your place to come to for current events and a lot of laughter, because if you can't laugh at this shit at this point, bro, what's wrong with you? Dial down your medication. Join us, will you?
I'm trying. Look, I know a lot of y'all are probably commenting about my blanket and my Snuggie. Listen, it is October, not October. It's August.
Even August. It's August.
Well, if you go shopping, it looks like Halloween threw up everywhere and school just started. So I'm like, pumpkin spice.
Yes.
Let's make apple pie.
Yeah.
And then go Christmas shopping.
Yes.
Because
yes. And then she's like, "Do you want a blanket?" I'm like, "I do." I'm losing my voice.
yeah.
Maybe
Stop yelling
that's-
at protesters.
But it's so much fun. Maybe we should talk like this again, because this seemed to go over really well earlier. in the
It
week.
probably did. I wonder if that episode got more views
Or like
than
more
the other
downloads
ones.
on Spotify. Did it?
Ooh, say it again, babe. Say it again.
Oh my God. Oh gosh. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Our first story today is, it's going to make your head spin, because as this was coming out, I'm like,
She said Iranian shuffle. And I was like, all right,
Shuffle.
all right, all right. Is that a new song coming out?
Maybe.
Come on, Shabuzi.
I will have a line dance to that.
I bet you would.
by the end of the day.
And then I would take the record and set that bitch on fire. Because no.
Because no. All right, take a look at this, guys. Trump reportedly used a catering truck and decoy plane to avoid an Iranian threat while he was overseas at the summit. Which summit was that? I don't know.
But wait, hold up. Why are we even disclosing the trick that was used?
Because I think it's been a while. So, like, it's okay. I don't know. Or maybe, you know what?
We can't use that trick anymore. It's out in the open now.
He leaves for Qatar. He boards an older Air Force One as a decoy, kind of like the little Tykes Oval Office they gave Biden, so he really thought he was president.
Oh.
It's kind of cute. Minutes later, he allegedly slips out the far side into, wait for it, a catering truck. I do we have these that are both? Don't know.
Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. This is definitely something you see in like spy movies. Are we frozen again, Zach?
No.
Mm.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. We're just checking
Are we frozen?
internet connection.
Are we popping and locking? You don't know. It could be breakdancing here. You don't really know.
Lock it, drop it.
So, guys, this
Don't.
just reminds me that the threat is not only here in our country as the left suffers from increasing Trump syndrome. Give an inoculation for that. Maybe Fauci could have found something to help with that.
Yeah, it's called a lobotomy.
She's watched way too much Criminal Minds.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, Dexter was my favorite. So there's
Dexter.
that.
Oh, that explains so much that
Does
you like Dexter.
Criminal Minds, Dexter. I'm
And
not
Scandal. We like Scandal.
Scandal, but it.
No, not so much anymore. I think too many people told Allie that she reminds them of Olivia Pope. And now you're like, okay, well, I could do the job better than her. So do I even like it now?
Bro. I'm good. What was the other one? Oh, CSI. CSI was one of my favorites.
Guy. Pause. No, not really pause, but pause. Who's the guy from Criminal Minds? Chiseled African American, because he now has his own spinoff. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know who you're talking about. I can't
Okay,
remember his name right now,
all
though.
It's worth watching if you're looking for something to watch. Okay.
See, Dirty Gaga. Stop
No,
it.
because he's
Stop
an
it.
actor.
Stop it. Yep.
He's very good, and
Mhm.
he's like one of these guys that like always, I don't know.
He's an actor. They play the part.
He's
It's good.
probably
The
an extreme leftist.
Don't fall for the performance. It's still a mask. Okay. No.
No, not Forrest
Ew.
Whitaker. No, listen.
Sorry. Love him. Not
Love
like that.
Forrest, but no.
It's not Forrest.
You're gonna find it, and I love what you said. Don't fall for the performance because
It's still a mess.
this is why she's my
That's
bestie.
good on paper, but in actual practice, yeah, no.
I'm gonna keep that right here because I almost said something. I am not Taylor Swift. I do not disclose. Guys, take a look at this headline. This came out the other day. Medicaid, that tax-funded help for those that need it. Medicaid no longer to cover sex change procedures for minors. Hey, guys, did you know they were doing that in the first place?
Yeah.
Like, serious? I mean, here in the state of Florida, DeSantis put a...
Shamar Moore.
What's his name?
Shamar Moore.
He's probably a lefty, isn't he?
I don't know, maybe.
They ruin it with their political...
But why? Why do they? I mean, if he probably don't talk about it. So how would you know?
Are you encouraging this, Allie?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Anyway, American taxpayers will no longer be on the hook, guys, for child sex change, hormones, or surgeries, as a Trump administration agency announced Tuesday that Medicaid will stop all funding. CMS and Dr. Oz, who's the head of CMS, told Fox News that the decision is consistent with the Trump administration's policies. So
that's good.
Here's the reason why you need to really make sure that you're coming out to vote in your primary and also the general election in November, because your state should have already done this. States, when it comes to federal funds like Medicaid, yes, it comes in from the federal government, but they give states a lot of leniency to put their own measures in place as to how they want to roll this out. So, for example, we've sent like I think $8 billion to California as a nation, and they don't even really check IDs if you're a citizen in order to get
No, but
Medicaid.
a lot of this was happening even here in Florida. So I don't know if there were even parameters put on this here in the state. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong,
I'm
but
sure they will. if
I
they
don't
are.
know if that actually happened, because if I think you have if you had specific types of Medicaid, it didn't matter what your state said. I think, I don't know, it
That's
depends.
interesting. That's
But
interesting.
what I guess pissed off a lot of women about this was like, you couldn't even go in for like getting your tubes tied or like other medications or procedures done without all kinds of red tape, having to go through all kinds of red tape and like 3 and 4 different doctors signing off on the one thing that you need medically. But
Yeah.
they were giving these sex changes for minors out like it was freaking M&Ms.
Yeah, and whatever happened to do no harm? I mean, this is part of the discussion that we have with this is like if you knew I was anorexic and I just no matter what, I just always felt like in the mirror I'm seeing somebody that's obese, you wouldn't be like, you know what, let's get you liposuction. You're 90 pounds. I'm not 90 pounds. You're 90 pounds soaking wet. Let's get like
You're not
we
going to do
don't
that.
feed that. And then to
No.
cut off perfectly healthy body parts 18 when you need to be over 18.
I mean, I think it's like 16 with the
Yeah.
parents' permission. I
Oh,
remember
great way to phrase
I remember in high school we had to watch bulimia and anorexia,
Yes.
I called them B-rated movies
Yeah.
because it's kind of what they were. They were kind of like giving you
Little short films.
but it wasn't just about women and girls. It was about boys, like wrestlers and
Good.
like
Yeah.
people like that.
Ster-
Because
like
they have
like
body image
steroids.
issues.
Yep. Yep.
So are they going to have those kinds of things for the whole gender situation we were going through
Well,
to show the
I
kids?
hear more and more as I'm running for school board about people, other candidates on both sides of the aisle that want to do things with mental health and especially the left. But here's the thing: you caused the crisis.
Yeah. So why are we going to let you?
Like you,
We're not going to let you touch that.
Put it down
We're here because of you.
because of you.
So go sit down somewhere. You're lucky you're not in handcuffs. Take a seat.
Put your nose in the corner and go learn something.
Think about what you've done.
Allie, I think if I'm hearing correctly, our producer Zach has a fun. I don't know if it's fun. I'm not gonna say fun. He has a clip for us. This is just for two control freak kind of people. I'm more of a control freak than you. This is hard for me to be like, oh, we're just gonna see a clip and I don't know what it is. And so we're gonna go ahead and let Zach roll the clip. All right, full screen on purpose. Here we go.
Make Medicare free and universal if you increase taxes. So if you are elected and make this push, would you need to increase taxes?
As I've said across this campaign, I am for taxing billionaires their wealth.
What about people who
And
make less
for
than $1
the
billion and
average
less
person-
than $1 million, though, Dr. El-Sayed? What about people making less than $1 million?
So for the average person, and you look at your W-2, if you're an employee who gets paid every 2 weeks or 4 weeks, after you pay your taxes, the next biggest check that comes off the top of your pay stub is to your health insurance company. So imagine instead of paying that to your health insurance company, whose CEO makes $20 million a year, instead you paid a little bit more in taxes for healthcare that you wouldn't lose if you lost your job or turned 26 or got married or got divorced. I think all of us would be a lot more interested in that kind of a system if we knew that our healthcare would be free at the point of care and would be free without having to worry about losing it in general. So there's an opportunity here, I think, to trade what we give to a big corporation who gets to decide who we get to see and who we don't for a little bit more paid into FICA. And I think that's a trade that's worth making. I think the broader public understands that that's a trade worth making, considering how many people are holding medical debt, a third of all Michigan households right now.
Just to be very clear, you're describing this trade-off. You are effectively acknowledging that people making less than $1 million could see their taxes go up. I just want to be very clear. Is that a yes?
I'm saying that we'd be paying for healthcare in a different way. Instead of paying a health insurance company whose CEO makes $20 million, I would much rather pay for durable healthcare into a government, which, of course, we all know provides healthcare for seniors who need healthcare the most. So if I'm trading paying a CEO to make more money or paying government to guarantee me healthcare.
Wow.
Wow.
I see. Like,
Socialist. Government is the answer. And thank you, Zach, for all of the inferences down below, if you guys were able to read that, because so he's not sitting here talking about, I did not know this. He's not sitting here talking about Medicare and insurance as if he's just somebody running for office. Him and his wife have a vested interest in this. And this is really interesting. He won the primary in Michigan for the Democrat ticket. So he's going up against Mike Rogers, who is the Republican counterpart. That's interesting, Allie, that he's coming out. He won't say it's going to cause your taxes to go up, but he's obviously saying he thinks the government can do a better job of managing your health care. Obamacare, anybody?
They can't do a good job of managing your tax dollars. You want them to manage your health care? Like, and then talk about conflict of interest.
Did that say his wife was a psychiatrist?
Yeah, and
Because you'd almost need to be married to a socialist.
Yeah. So
Oh, I didn't
she's out
read
of
that.
pocket.
Okay.
She's out of she's out of network.
So she doesn't even take the insurance that he's insinuating would be for everybody. So, and that's part of it too. We've seen this even in the state of Florida, that as you know, as people have changed, especially during the Biden administration, as loopholes changed within Medicaid, especially, I know families here in Florida were complaining that the amount of, let's say, pediatricians that decided to take Medicaid dwindled. And then, like, you know, or OBGYNs, there's a huge shortage, I think nationwide, but especially in Florida, for OBGYNs. And it's because they don't want to do business with the government. They don't want to do business with a government program that takes 6 months to a year to pay out.
Ask a veteran or ask a military service member or their family members, because most places won't take TRICARE because it takes the government, because TRICARE is like essentially Medicaid for military.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of places won't take it because they don't like to deal with the government. There's too much red tape. There's too much of paperwork getting lost, which I don't understand how, because none of it is actual paper.
It's all digital.
I don't understand, but whatever. So yeah, if you
I love that, Zach.
so if you have government funded insurance, you're not going to get the best healthcare.
No,
You're just
And
not.
look what they've done. Listen, look what they've done with Social Security. That has been their little slush fund. They've completely destroyed and lost trust in the medical field. Education is following suit. I think the more we take things out of the government's hands and let the private sector deal with it, at least then you have free choice for you as the American people where you want to go. Remember, if you like your doctor, you're going to be able to keep your doctor. That didn't happen. Barack Obama lied. Go figure. Thank you so much, Zach, for that clip and for that extra information. You're not going to see that anywhere else, by the way, just right here. Allie, so there is a new vaccine executive order, and I know what y'all are going to say,
yes,
oh, executive order. No, this
is great.
But it better be codified into law because the Dems will take this away from you right away. Stephen Miller is going to explain it. Let's take a quick listen.
Millions and millions of parents feel they've been pressured when their children are just weeks out of the hospital to take 5 shots, 6 shots, 7 shots all at once. They're told it'll be normal. Your kid will have a fever of 103 for 3 or 4 days. Your kid will stop eating for a week. Your kid's going to change all their sleeping. Don't worry, it's totally fine. It's totally normal. Nobody has studied it. Nobody's looked at it. Nobody's thought about it. The pressure from the pharmaceutical industry and from aspects of the medical industry to pump your kids full of shots days after birth with no understanding of the long-term consequences has been a medical travesty. This is an issue, Mr. President, that you have been leading on for years, and of course the man to your left has been leading on this issue for years as well, too. It's a really incredible moment to stand here today and finally see the concerns of parents around this country addressed. There's been so much heartache where parents have had healthy children with no issues. They know they've been pressured into doing things that they didn't want to do, and medical science has told them for years that their concerns are not valid. This order does 2 fundamental, incredibly important things. First is we get off of this ridiculous path of having our children get 70 to 90 shots. that is wantonly excessive. Remember, each and every one of these shots produces a profound immunological response. So across any large population, if you give a kid shot after shot after shot, you're going to have vaccine injuries. You're going to have immunological issues. You're going to have potentially neurological issues. Secondly, and so important to you, Mr. President, is the unbundling of the shot. Why do you need to have these shots bundled into these packages? Why can't you split it into 5 visits and give this young body, if a parent wants to do a vaccine, 1 shot at a time? Why is it that in Japan you can get a separate measles shot, a separate mumps shot, a separate rubella shot, but in America it has to all be packaged together? This is a courageous action, Mr. President. This is an action that ensures the dignity of patients, the dignity of parents. It restores.
Well, and to be honest with you, Japan's like levels of disease and immunological reactions to vaccination is extremely lower than America.
Yeah. Well, and even in America, we've got the Amish community that
Yep.
that is they could basically be a whole study group because they cannot find autism
Mm-mm.
in the
'Cause
Amish
they don't
community.
vaccinate.
But I like what Stephen Miller is saying here and what Trump's doing with this executive order. If you want to get a vaccine, go get it individually. Let's make sure we're doing best practices.
First of all, I think they should test for tithers.
For what?
Tithers.
Okay.
Tithers show whether or not you already have immunity.
Yeah. Which we're finding out. That's how we
So-
found out the PCR tests were ineffective.
Right. If you are tested before you're given an injection to keep you immune, right? You should be tested to see if you're immune first.
I mean, wouldn't you like? Isn't this what medicine should be doing?
If it's preventative, then why not actually do the work to see if you're actually preventative?
To see if you actually need it.
But exactly. But there, and then, or why are we not using, don't come for me. Why are we not using AI? Because AI is already implemented in medical. All right. It's already
Calm down,
here.
It is. It
So why are we not utilizing some kind of program that understands how your body reacts to specific things and how your body will react to this immune system or this this virus? Because everybody has a different reaction. I can be sick with the flu and completely just only have a headache and like a runny nose.
Right.
You can have the flu and be like you're hoarse, you can't talk, you got a cough,
Yeah.
you got a migraine, like
Right.
gook is in your eyes, you can't like
Wow.
congestion.
You see how
Like,
I got all the worst?
But I'm just saying,
Wow.
not just you and you, but you know what I mean? I'm just saying. It's because you're white adjacent. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, but I'm saying though, like everybody's immune system is very different. So if we're not actually taking that into consideration, then one size fits all products don't work, and we know that. And Senator Grassley, sorry, came out and said something, this is egregious, you can't do this, like, in fact, this is ridiculous, if there's no evidence, vaccines don't cause autism. Okay, first of all,
Sit him down and put a needle in
if
his
you
arm.
were so serious, sir, why do they need immunity? If your products actually work and they are so quote unquote safe and effective, why do you need immunity?
Well,
Blanket immunity.
blanket immunity. So this reminds me, Allie, of like mechanics. And when you go to get your car worked on, and for those of you that are mechanics and you're ethical, we love you. This is not about you. But for the rest of us who have all gone to get car work done on our car, especially as a female, just gonna say it.
Mhm.
You walk in and it's like, oh, you're gonna need this and this.
I gotta pretend to be married sometimes to go get my damn oil changed.
You're on the phone. You're like, what, babe? What, babe? How much is that? Oh, you're like, they're like,
Like I don't understand what that means. Just like
my husband wants to talk to you. He doesn't. There is no husband. So, but it's there's been 2 times that I can remember in my life where an actual mechanic has said, "I'm just going to tell you whatever they were telling you. You need it. You don't need it.
Yeah.
We can solve it with this and this." And I was so grateful because you're at the mercy of whoever has that
information.
Yes, but your cars largely have a brain, and so they plug it into the system, and it does like this whole. And I know y'all are going to come for me for AI, but that's been around for a while. And you don't mind it when you take your car in to get looked at, like plug the brain in and see what's wrong with it. Why don't we
AI
treat-
is like
Why don't
helping
we
your-
treat the body like that though?
'cause
Like,
it-
what are
it's
you
a
doing?
system.
That should be wellness, healthcare. What are you? I mean, I don't know. I just
Whole body care
I don't want to be at the mercy of a doctor who gets
incentive.
incentivized for just feeding me stuff, whether it works or not. Like,
This is like I feel like medical lobbyists are pretty much why a lot of people have like lobbyists. They have like a bad taste in
Fatigue?
for
Yeah,
lobbyists
yeah.
because medical lobbyists, the medical industry will send in someone who will buy them dinner, give them expensive gifts, take them out. It's
Send them in
legal
skirt.
bribery. That's what it is. And then it's like, oh, we have this great product that just got approved by the FDA, and it like you should push this out for your patients that are like experiencing this and that and this and that. Have you ever noticed that when you walk
Yeah.
into a doctor's office?
Oh, have you noticed
and
the
it's
young?
like, oh, new product, and it's all plastered all over the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because it's someone came in and was like, here, this is the new product that you should push. to
There's
your
a
patients."
there's actually
It's legal drug trafficking.
there's a Netflix did a great, what is it on? It's on the opioid crisis. Oxys, when they first came out and they told everybody that they were again safe and effective and not addictive. What is the name of it? Maybe if
remember.
Zach can find out. It is a good one, but it's exactly that. And the story is told through one of the largest pharmaceutical reps who really believed that he was doing good, and then when he started realizing the problems that he was causing, he couldn't get anybody to like, because by then everybody was making money off of it. It was like a huge pyramid scheme. Allie, we joke about me being white adjacent, and it's called
Oh,
Painkiller.
Yeah, that's the name of it.
Watch it. I mean, not that you have to have Netflix, but I'm just saying watch it. Painkiller. I love this. This is every once in a while I have to get my little dose of Charlie Kirk, but this is her name. She goes by Unique Mel FLA, so I'm guessing she's from Florida. Just found this, Allie. I thought it was something you would enjoy and that our viewers would enjoy. Let's take a listen as she talks about race. And here's Charlie Kirk's point of view.
Give me one thing that white people and black people have different
Don't
biologically.
change the question of this, like DNA-wise, we are different.
No, we're not. That's a lie. It has been disproven. Front page of National Geographic 6 months ago. Racism created by society. If you look at DNA independently in a science laboratory, they cannot distinguish between a black person or a white person if they look at just the DNA, because the only difference is the melanin. It has been disproven. Race is a social construct that I want to break out of.
And that's something that we're all trying to break out of. We're all trying to break out of that. Okay, this division, this division that you guys want so bad, and to be like, we're not the same, we are the same. Like he said, it's the melanin, it's the color that makes us different. Let's not forget, there's other races other than black and white. All right, and if you do not like Charlie Kirk, unfollow me, block me, remove me, because Charlie Kirk was the best thing that came into society. I don't care.
I love that.
Amen. Clock it.
Clock
period.
it.
Because yes, I hate when people are like, "How do you support a racist?" I'm like, "Have you listened to what he has said?" Oh, I've seen clips on the internet. Yeah, you're an ignorant POS because
How do you support a racist? I didn't vote for Biden.
I had a friend of mine. He was like, literally, he picked me to represent him, and I'm black, and we've had a relationship like as friends.
Mhm.
What do you mean he was racist?
I love
Like that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And it I love that race is a
is-
social construct.
It is 100% made up.
Kind of like 72 genders.
And I'm gonna say I listened to there was something that was whatever his name is. He's running in Michigan.
Okay.
That Muslim Islamist
Al
guy.
Said.
Yeah, that guy. He said something in a conversation. He was like speaking to a group of people. And he said, "Well, I'm brown." I was like, "Where, bro?" Because you don't look brown.
No, but have you ever noticed that some of these people, some of these Democrats, they change their accents?
They do.
They change their, like I've heard AOC all of a sudden sound Southern. And I was like, if she comes out with a cowboy hat, I'm calling her out on her.
Jasmine Crockett and her thousands of different are they like recruiting these people out of like theater school?
Yes.
Are they thespians? Because I do really good accents. Transracial.
Transracial.
Listen, I'm transracial. Don't put
I wonder
me,
how the NAACP would feel about that if we all just wrote for scholarships. Like,
don't
well,
put- right.
I
Don't-
identify.
Don't put me in a room with like New York Puerto Ricans because my accent totally changes.
It does.
It
Listen,
is very
just
different.
piss her off. It changes. Ask me how I know. I mean, I don't piss you off, but I'm around you all the
I've never
time.
been mad at you and have gone there. I mean, I've been on the phone and you've heard me,
And I'm like,
or you've been in person and you've heard me, but like I do it very intimately. Like if like
wait,
I'm gonna
hold
come
the
up.
commercial break because I want to see her defend. I love you, Allie. I love this. Yes, she's right. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. What did you say? Here, come here. I will hug you and say what I need to say in your ear, and then walk
back
away.
of your head while she's doing
Because
it. So you can't pull away.
Because why are you going to get me out of character and then look at me like I'm the crazy person? I'm not doing that. I'm
We're
not
not
going to be
doing
loud. I'm not going to be boisterous. I'm just going to get my point across very calmly, very quietly, very personable. Watch how you speak to me. Because no, I'm the wrong one.
Don't just watch how you speak to her. Watch how you speak to her bestie. too.
Not even that. Just watch what you do. Because, like, first of all, don't make me lose my Jesus. I found him and I love him, and he has blessed me and protected me in more ways than I can even explain. So, no,
I love you, bestie.
no, I love you. Mm-mm.
Get you a bestie.
And I love you.
And then we
Please.
love you.
Please.
For putting up with us. Yes.
Do nice. Not be nice. Do nice. That's
Do
what I tell my
nice.
kids. Do nice. Do nice.
Guys, we are going to take a quick break so you can go get your Liberty cigars. Use promo code Open Mic to save 10% and support your what are we again? Out of pocket
Listen, we're the big potatoes, okay? Maybe the small ones in like certain circles, but it's all right because they don't do anything anyway.
Dear God, we're going to have to play the clip from Spider-Man. We're going to have to, I'll line that up for the next show. Okay. Thank you guys. We'll be right back.
Not sponsored by Marvel, I swear. We'll be right back. From the heart of Marietta, Georgia, comes a tribute to the spirit of liberty. Liberty Cigars, where history meets craftsmanship. Each cigar tells a story. The Founders Collection honors the visionaries who shaped a nation. The President's House Collection celebrates the leaders who steered it. And the Naval Series salutes the heroes who defended it. Handcrafted with precision, each blend mirrors the essence of its namesake. From the boldness of George Washington to the elegance of Thomas Jefferson. Indulge in a moment of reflection. Light a Liberty cigar and savor the legacy. Discover your story at libertycigars.com because every great nation deserves a great cigar. Liberty Cigars, smoke the history. And don't forget to use promo code OpenMic for 10% off your order.
Okay. Potential like future grandmother getting a text message. I'm just, I know.
Prayers for healthy baby.
The
most pregnant year. Everybody and their mama is.
They were like, Trump's in office.
Babies on babies on babies on babies on babies. It's like, be a millionaire, baby. Have a baby by me. Like, that's what's happening. And it's wild. Everybody and their mama pregnant. Everybody and their grandmama pregnant.
Go. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna, and then I'm not, and I'm good. And okay, I'll keep you informed.
Yeah.
If there's a little tyke coming. But thank you for coming back here with Out of Pocket Live. Make sure you got your Liberty cigars. Celebrate something. Where hopefully the primaries we're gonna have something to celebrate, and definitely the generals. We're hoping, guys. We're not going to let up on what's going on with Anthony Fauci. We continue to see all the lies. And again, Allie, this FOIA's Freedom of Information Act allows you to request anybody, all of you journalists, anybody could request and could have requested these emails. Instead, there were committees in Congress that did it. And then here we are 6 years later. And how many
journalists are not journalists anymore? They're just
No.
talking heads. And like, then
they're theater, they're thespians.
That's what they, yes, they are given a script, most likely written by AI.
And AI pulls to the left harder than a car that needs an alignment.
Oh, it's so bad. You know why? Do you know why? Because it's the person who is creating the code for the AI that is making it generate that way.
Have you ever tried to tell
you can break it though.
AI in chat like, no, I want you, I want this perspective, and it's like
done it.
It figuratively rolls its eyes at me like,
yeah, you have to, and then you say commit to memory.
Commit to memory.
and don't change it. I will call you out.
'Cause
And it's
I'm
like
programming you.
fair to call you out. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's great.
Absolutely. Well, we have Senator Ron Johnson, who is going to dish some more dirt on Fauci. Let's take a listen to what they're finding on Congress. Take a look.
So this is an email chain between Anthony Fauci, CDC Director Walensky, and Surgeon General Murthy. This is on January 25th and 26th, 2021, a little more than a month after the emergency use authorization on the mRNA injections. In the middle of the chain, Dr. Fauci writes, and this is all about the COVID injection as relates to pregnancy. So in the middle of the chain, Dr. Fauci writes, I asked around a bit more, and another issue came up that you need to be aware of, period. Since many people have significant cytokine storm and fever after the second dose, this theoretically could be associated with miscarriage in the first trimester. Now, I've never heard public officials talk about significant cytokine storms after the second dose, and all we heard from public officials is that this was perfectly safe for pregnancy. Let me go on a little bit more. In June of 2021, Tom Shimabukuro, he was the man in charge of safety surveillance systems for CDC, published a grossly misleading paper in the New England Journal of Medicine, where they looked at 827 confirmed pregnancies. 700 of those pregnancies, the women got their COVID injection in the third trimester after 28 weeks. Of those 827, 104 suffered a spontaneous abortion or a miscarriage. The problem with those stats is they took the 104 divided by 827, came up with a miscarriage rate of 12.6%, which is about 4 times the rate of normal miscarriage rate on a confirmed pregnancy. But here's what they did that was so grossly misleading. 700 of those women got their injection in the third trimester. A miscarriage or a spontaneous abortion is defined as anything up to 20 weeks. So the relevant denominator should have been 104 miscarriages divided by 127, which puts a miscarriage rate at 82%. So Anthony Fauci knew about potential cytokine storms impacting the first trimester in miscarriages, told no one about it because it would create vaccine hesitancy. These folks are well aware of this stuff. You know.
So
Do you know how hard it is for a woman to miscarry in the third trimester?
You don't miscarry. Okay, technically, medically technical term, yes, it is considered a miscarriage. You deliver that baby. You deliver a baby anywhere from 8 weeks or 9 weeks, 9 to 10 weeks on is a baby. It's a baby before then, but you know exactly what you're passing. You deliver a baby. And miscarriage, when you deliver a baby that is no longer viable in the third trimester, that's a stillborn.
Murdered babies.
That's exactly what happened at 80% rate. And so James Uthmeyer 2 days ago says, I joined America Reports to discuss seized texts that show Fauci could be associated with miscarriage in the first trimester, not the third, but in the first. So they knew going in, right? Pregnant women were told it was safe. How many women lost babies due to Fauci's lies? And he's going to connect that to women here in Florida. And that is how they're going to get him for these crimes. That is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
You know what, Allie?
I can't.
And I know that this is not the
This is
most
a touchy
important part because
subject.
this is sacrificing your children to bail. This is exactly what it is. This is what it looks like in modern day America. Because you think, oh, I would never do that. I would never feed my child to crocodiles right in front of a statue. I would never do that. No, but you would unknowingly to you have somebody evil like Fauci telling you it's safe and effective. I know this is not the right time to have this conversation, but I'm going to have it anyway because I was sitting in a meeting where people are so upset that we have low enrollment in schools, and we're looking at the fact that there aren't as many children right now and the birth rates are declining.
Yeah,
and I look at this and I think 80% were basically killed in the womb. Now, I'm not talking about abortion. I'm talking about because they took a shot that they were told was safe and effective. So what does this look like 10 years from now when you that guys that are bitching and complaining about low enrollment because where are the kids? You killed them. You killed them. Godfather Fauci. So what does that do to your enrollment in your public schools that you want to save so much? Again, you caused the problem. But when we talked about this in 2021, when Simone Gold and Emmanuel, what was her name? Gosh, I can't remember her full name, from Texas. When they talked about this, they were deplatformed. They had FBI raids on their home. I mean, it was crazy. They almost shut down their businesses. Are you tired of this yet?
Cytokine storms was talked about by Dr. Sherry
Sherry
Tenpenny,
Tenpenny.
and so many others, so many other doctors that were not mainstream because they believed and they knew because they worked in these vaccination clinics, they worked in big hospitals, they were overseers of divisions and sections of hospitals that they and their own practices where they saw the difference between vaccinated and unvaccinated. And when you have a CDC recommendation by the head of HHS or by the head of NIH coming out on TV saying that this product is safe and effective, what do you think is going to happen to pregnant women? You know that they're still pushing the flu shot for pregnant women.
Pregnant women, yeah.
It's never been tested in pregnant women for its safety and
And it's going to be
effectiveness.
delivered through mRNA too, because that's
They're all
new thing.
changing the mRNA, all the vaccines to mRNA, which is a technology that mutates your genes.
$5 to show. Pretty soon they're going to be offering you baby formula and diapers
for the baby that you won't have
Yeah.
because you'll miscarry in the 3rd trimester or, whenever you decide to take the vaccine.
And I love how
So
you point out, if you're miscarrying in the 3rd trimester, you're having a stillborn.
That's you are delivering a dead baby.
There is no place in hell significant enough for Anthony Fauci and his minions.
Or
And
anybody that forces someone to have one.
Absolutely. That part. And Allie, I
Coercion is disgusting.
Thank you. That's a great segue because we've said not only back in 2020 and 2021 were we talking about this very topic with Fauci, but we were also talking about and called many unfriendly names for talking about the fact that people were trying to capitalize in this country, really across the world, but lately in this country, on young people as they go through their puberty years. When you don't really like yourself or you're not sure what your body's going through and you really don't know who you are. Do you guys remember when you're going through puberty? It was a very it's just a very uncomfortable time. And I always thought, don't make permanent decisions when you're going through that kind of process.
Is changing, your skin is changing, your
yes,
body's
that's
changing.
not to decide I must have the wrong genitals. No, maybe, wait till tomorrow, it's going to feel different, or wait till you're 18, wait till you're 25 when your frontal lobe is fully developed.
Maybe read a book on puberty.
But these people that have been pushing and making parents feel guilty for not getting gender affirming care, they know exactly what they're doing by, first of all, writing on the parents' emotions of trying to be the best parent they can, but also capturing this audience during puberty. Take a listen, because I love that. I think that the people that reshared this were Gays Against Discrimination. Take a listen.
Critical time to be there is grades 5 through 8 because you want to catch kids when they're starting puberty, because that's the time in which identity formation is central to their lives. However, early intervention is key. So we actually are designing a kindergarten through grade 2 curriculum this summer. And I will tell you, one of the most rewarding experiences, Nikki, we were in a local school system in an elementary school, and we were in grades 3, 4, and 5. And after we were there, 5 students went to the principal's office and came out. So we are really intentionally going into younger and younger grades.
One thing, these people aren't trying to hide, guys. They're telling you exactly what they're up to. They are letting you in on their agenda. Believe them.
Kindergarten through 2nd is where they went first, then 3rd through 5th. If one person in your daughter or son's class thinks they're a unicorn, watch what happens by Friday. They all want to be one. because they're children and they have an imagination. And this is another social construct.
Can we focus on reading and comprehension? We literally have schoolers that can't reason. They can't write their own names legibly. They don't even know how to sign their name.
We're not doing this
in cursive. But you want to tell a kindergartner that they're born in the wrong body and have the wrong genitals. I'm sorry, what?
And after this organization got access to kids in a public school district, which how the hell? But after that, 5 children went to the principal's office and came out. What does that look like?
This is
what is
child abuse. This is child abuse, and it's coercion, and it's disgusting. And these people need to be arrested for harmful to minors.
Yes, we're not doing
Period.
this.
Go find something else productive to do, because this is not productive.
No. And this is a style of grooming as well. You should not be allowed to, first of all, have access to somebody else's child to talk about something as delicate as identity. You sure as hell shouldn't have anything in you that wants to talk to a minor about their sexual identity or their sexual feelings or their private areas. Like, what? Like, and they're saying it. They're saying it. This is not us saying it. They just said it.
What
themselves.
makes a grown-up so comfortable that they can talk about sex in front of children? Because that's really what this is about.
Grooming, pedophilia.
That is exactly what this is. And yeah,
I said it. And we said it again and again. Well, guys, this is why it's so important to watch who you're electing into your local school board, because one party embraces this like a bright, shiny diamond, and the other says, hell, you will. So make sure that you get out there and vote in your school board elections. Allie.
And vote for governor here in Florida, because David Jolly apparently thinks that this is amazing. And he also thinks that Anthony Fauci had unimpeachable decision making. Like, what? So all of you that are out there like never Byron, I'm not voting for him. I'm going to vote for the other guy. Yeah, the anti-2A guy and the one who thinks Anthony Fauci was king and God to all vaccines, that guy. That guy. But while you're also shouting that you want medical freedom and you're pissed off, or you're glad that DeSantis has gotten rid of Speaker Perez because he won't put forth on the representative side, the House side, the medical freedom bill, but the Senate did. But you're going to go and not vote for Byron, because I know for a fact that Byron Donalds supports medical freedom.
Amen. And he supports it.
Ask me how I know, because I've been in his office in Congress for the last 4 or 5 years.
And we
advocating
and asked him about different modalities for veterans. And
Lord Jesus.
This is the thing. Those people that are never Byrons are going to have to do this pretty soon.
Y'all, but no, the problem is that we're all, a lot of them are so far right, they're left. You're so far right, you've become left.
And it's not, listen,
I love you still.
I love that we have great candidates. We've got Renner, we've got Jay Collins, we've got,
I love you still.
This is the problem, the great problem you want to have in the state is so many wonderful candidates. But at the end of the day, so many people have claimed never Byron. You're going to have to eat that.
I don't. And just because I don't agree with you politically doesn't mean I'm going to tear you down in public either. And I'm not going to make it personal.
No, she's going to grab you by the back of the head, pull you in close and whisper it in your ear like we said earlier. No,
very gently.
Because we can have a difference of opinion. But here's my thing. If you're mad, because there's a lot of these attack ads going out right now. Are you guys getting them on your phone?
Oh God, they're so annoying. Stop texting me.
In your mailbox. But I've had people like, these attack ads are going to make me not vote for this person. And I'm like, you're independent media. All you do is attack people. So is it okay for you to do it, but not okay for somebody to put a mailer in the mailbox? Like
that part. And then why are we going personal? Why are we not attacking record?
And yes. Attack record. Attack.
Unless it's a character trait, because bribery is character.
Bribery is character. How does that one taste? Well, before we leave it, we do want to make a quick comment about a wonderful mom who's been juggling everything. That's Caroline Leavitt, White House press secretary. She released a statement on social media the other day confirming that she plans to leave her role in order to spend more time with her kids. This is why I have ultimately made this bittersweet decision to depart the White House and embark on a new chapter of my life.
I know that's hard.
Look at that baby, beautiful baby.
But not really, because when you look at those babies, I mean, and she's got 2 under 2. So
2 under 2.
She's got 2 under 2.
God
and
bless you.
That's difficult when you work in politics, and it's like especially like in a position like hers. It's like on call all day long. Like you have to give your all into it. So you know who I'd love to see?
Hold on. Wait, would you like to see this one? Let's put the other one up there. Is this who you want to see? Take a look. 3, 2, 1. Marco Rubio.
Realizing that he needs to be press secretary too. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to update his board of all the jobs that he has. That's fantastic. No, but Chad Caton, we could sell it for pay-per-view, and we'd be able to pay off debt in the nation if Chad Caton, I'm Fired Up Too, was press secretary.
I would watch that.
That would be so cool because I'd love it. Oh my
That'd be
gosh,
amazing.
he'd set the thing
Chad,
ablaze.
can you get us in the room though? That would be amazing.
Heck yeah. But no, probably he probably won't be picked, but it would be amazing though, to be honest with you. Stephen Miller would be pretty good.
Stephen Miller would be good.
Are we gonna bring back McEnany?
Would she leave Fox?
I don't know. Maybe it probably pays better. And it's not faux news.
It's not.
That's a stupid question. I'm not answering that. Next question.
Just asked. Comment below. Let us know. I'm hoping that it's. Listen. I would love to see like a millennial.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, I'm saying, but I mean, really though, Chad Caton, boss, put Chad Caton up there at the podium. Come on, boss.
2 votes right here for Chad Caton. I'd love that.
Whoop, whoop.
Well, guys, that's it for us with Out of Pocket Live with Allie and
That'd be
Michelle.
out of pocket for sure.
That would be so out of pocket. Do you want to see out of pocket press briefings?
I think we would
Yes,
play
you do.
those a whole lot more. We love you guys. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Take you later. Take
2 queens, no filter. Say what they feel. Allie and Michelle keep it way too real.